This is one of the most cruel and unfair situations I've ever seen happen at the Olympics. 25-year-old Algerian boxer Imane Khelif is a biological woman and competing in the welterweight division at the Olympics in Paris. In the round of 16, she went up against this woman, Italian boxer Anna Carini. Now, Carini decided to retire in the fight after 46 seconds because she got punched in the face 2 times extremely hard. So Khelif moves on to the quarterfinals and all is well, right? I mean, how could this situation be unfair or cruel in any kind of way? Stay with me. After Khelif's victory, a firestorm of misinformation and lies took over the social media world. Some of those lies were that Khelif is a biological man and a transgender woman, and that she was taking advantage of a loophole in the system that gave her an unfair advantage against the other women. Well, as they say, a lie can get halfway across the world before the truth ever puts its pants on. But as a defender of truth, I did my research, so buckle up. Imane Khelif is not a transgender woman or a biological man. Imane Khelif is a woman. She was born that way and has identified that way her entire life. This little girl is Imane Khelif. Not only is she a woman, but she was born in a country in Algeria that it is de facto illegal to change your gender. And in a country like Algeria, they would never allow a transgender woman to represent them at the Olympics. Khelif has been competing in boxing in women's categories since she was a child. Because she's a woman. And even competed in the Tokyo Olympics. All of this backlash stems from the IBA, the International Boxing Association, banning not only Imane Khelif, but also Chinese Taipei's boxer Lin Yu Ting from the 2023 World Championships because they stated that they failed eligibility tests for females. The only thing was the IBA never showed any evidence. Imane Khelif and Chinese Taipei's Lin Yu Ting have both been competing in women's boxing at the top level for years. They didn't suddenly come out of nowhere and claim that they were women, because they've always been women. In fact, if you even dig even deeper, the IBA actually allowed Khelif to compete in the 2023 World Championships, and they only disqualified her after she beat a Russian boxer by the name of Azalea Aminova. Why is that significant? Well, the IOC had actually given recommendations to the IBA that they don't allow Russian boxers to fight in the World Championships and certainly don't let them fight underneath the Russian flag. We all know why. So now, if you do the research and you pay attention, you'll see that the IBA has nothing to do with the Olympics anymore. And that's because the IBA has been flooded with corruption, have had a lack of financial transparency, and countless instances of corruption within the refereeing and the judging. International Olympic Committee even put out a statement, not because they were trying to cover their tail, but because they were trying to protect this young woman from the hate discrimination that she's received over the past couple days. The IOC has confirmed that Khelif is a woman. If you do any research, you will know that 5 million women suffer with higher testosterone levels than most females. But that doesn't make them a man. Listen to Irish boxer Amy Broadhurst, who fought and defeated Khelif in 2022. Amy said, and I quote, "I don't believe she's done anything to cheat. I think it is the way that she was born that's out of her control. The fact that she's been beaten by 9 females says it all." This young girl is not a man competing against women. She's a woman who's being unfairly judged. When Khelif was 16 years old, she used to have to defend herself against boys in her own village because they would throw punches at her. That's how she got into boxing. But her village didn't have a boxing center for her to go train at. She actually had to go to another village that required her to take a bus. But she didn't have any money for the bus fare. So Khelif sold scrap metal and her mom sold couscous so they could afford the bus fare for her to chase her dreams. Imane Khelif is not a biological man or a transgender woman. She is a woman. So make sure you get your facts straight before you decide to speak on or bully someone else. Khelif should not be a part of your political narratives. She should not be used to push your own agendas. And if you're trying to protect women, or protect your daughters, you should be protecting Khelif. And if you're not gonna do the research, then you're the one that we need protection from.
Okay, so that's the video RG3, former ESPN analyst, former NFL quarterback. That's the video he had put out. I did some more research on what he was saying in the video. It hasn't been confirmed yet that Imane Khelif has DSD, a genetic disorder. I've seen a lot of articles saying that Imane Khelif has DSD. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that Imane Khelif has not confirmed or denied having DSD. So all of the articles that's saying that she has DSD is all similar to the articles that was calling Imane Khelif a male boxer or a transgender. The president of the IOC, Thomas Bach, he came out and replied to everything and responded to everything that was going on between Imane Khelif and Anna Carini. He said that Imane Khelif identifies as a cisgender woman, which is someone assigned female at birth and who identifies herself as a girl or woman. As we can see right here from the IBA website, it said on March 24th, 2023, IBA disqualified Ling Ting and Imane Khelif from the IBA's Women's World Boxing Championships in 2023. It said this disqualification was a result of their failure to meet the eligibility criteria for participating in women's competition. It says, point to note, the athletes did not undergo a testosterone examination, but were subject to separate and recognized tests whereby the specifics remain confidential. This test conclusively indicated that both athletes did not meet the required necessary eligibility criteria and were found to have competitive advantage over female competitors. And then right here it says, Ling Ting did not appeal the IBA's decision to the CAS, thus rendering the decision legally binding. It said Imane Khelif appealed the decision to the CAS, but withdrew the appeal during the process, also making the IBA decision legally binding. So I just wanted to highlight that. I'm not sure why Imane Khelif didn't fully go through that process, especially if she's identifying as a biological woman. And her father also came out and said that his daughter was born a biological woman and raised as a woman. And this is the quote right here that I have from her father, as you guys can see. Imane Khelif also finally spoke out against everything that was going on. Keep in mind, guys, the opponent that she just faced off against today from Hungary, Anna Luca hamori, she posted a meme comparing Imane Khelif to a monster, which she had quickly deleted after facing backlash. And it was reported that the Algerian boxer Imane Khelif broke down in tears after winning the quarterfinal boxing match against Hungary's Anna Luca hamori. And Imane Khelif finally broke her silence and revealed that she is a biological woman and she identifies as a woman. In my opinion, guys, I feel like this is just the IBA's and IOC's fault for allowing this stuff to get this messy. They are currently at odds right now and currently going back and forth over this situation. As a matter of fact, it was just reported that the IBA paid Angela Carini $50,000 as if she won gold, and the IOC responded and said they could care less about that. If that's what the IBA wants to do, they have no problem with it. So the IBA stepped in and paid Angela Carini as if she won gold, and they also paid her coaching staff $25,000 as well. And the president of the IBA also came out and made some statements saying that the IOC is ruining women's sports. So I just want to tell you guys that, because there's definitely more stuff going on with this Imane Khelif situation, because now we need to know what was the gender eligibility test and why is it confidential right now at the moment? What did the IBA test for, and what did the IBA deem as an advantage that Ling Ting and Imane Khelif had over other women competitors? So I would really love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions as well in today's video. So don't forget to hit the comment section down below, share your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Comment down new sub if you're new sub. Catch you guys on the next video, and we out, guys. Peace.